I never thought much about this story until it happened to someone close to me. Now I can't get it out of my mind. A friend of mine, let's call her Ada, shared it with me one evening, her eyes heavy with regret. She had been crying, carrying this burden for years, and that night she decided to unburden herself. It was a quiet night when her mother called. Ada, my dear, please fry me some eggs. Her mother's voice came through the phone. It was almost 10 p.m. Ada sighed. She had just gotten into bed, exhausted from the day. Work had drained her. The endless calls, emails, and the stress of deadlines. She had barely eaten, let alone had time for herself. Mom, I'm so tired. Can I just make it for you in the morning? She pleaded, rubbing her temples. But I want it now, her mother insisted, her voice soft but firm. Mom, please let's just wait till morning. I promise I'll make it extra special for you. Ada responded, trying to convince herself it wasn't a big deal. Her mother went quiet for a moment before sighing. Okay, she finally said. Good night, my dear. Ada went to sleep, relieved. But the next morning, guilt gnawed at her. She woke up early and rushed to the kitchen, determined to make it up to her mom. She cracked the eggs, whisked them to perfection, added fresh fish, tomatoes, and little spice, just the way her mother loved them. She even brewed hot tea to go with it, feeling proud of herself. As she carried the tray to her mother's room, she felt a sense of satisfaction. She knocked, no answer. She knocked again, harder, still silence. Her heart skipped a beat. She hesitated before pushing the door open. Her mother lay there still, her hands resting on her stomach as if in deep sleep. Mom, she called, stepping closer. No response. She placed the tray down and touched her mother's hands. It was cold. Her breath heat. Her hands started to tremble. Mom, she screamed, shaking her. Mom, wake up. I made your eggs. I made the tea. Please wake up. Nothing. Tears streamed down her face as she collapsed onto the floor, shaking her mother, screaming her name over and over. It was too late. The last thing her mother had asked her of her was something as simple as eggs, and she had said no. The funeral came and went in a blur. People came to console her, but nothing anyone said could erase the torment in her heart. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and Ada found herself haunted by that night. The memory of her mother's voice, the way she had insisted but eventually backed down, the way Ada had prioritized her own exhaustion over something so small, something that would have taken her just a few minutes. She kept replacing it in her head, torturing herself with what ifs. What if mother had known she wouldn't wake up the next day? What if that egg was the last thing she had wanted to eat before leaving this world? What if Ada had just gotten up, walked to the kitchen and fried the eggs? Would her mother have died happy? Would she have smiled one last time before going to bed? She would never know. One day, while cleaning out her mother's closet, she found a small notebook tucked beneath a pile of clothes. It was a journal. She opened it with trembling hands, flipping through the pages filled with handwritten entries. One of the last entries, written just days before her death, sent shivers down Ada's spine. I don't know why, but I've been feeling this deep longing for my daughter's presence lately. I wish she would sit with me more. I wish she would talk to me like she used to. But she's always busy, always tired. I understand. She works so hard, but sometimes I just want a little moment with her. Just a simple meal, just a little conversation. I love her so much. Ada clutched the notebook to her chest and sobbed. That was when she realized it was never about the egg. Her mother didn't just want food, she wanted her presence, her time, a few moments of warmth before she left this world. And Ada had no time. Ada had said no. She never forgave herself. That story has stuck with me forever since, and now I ask you, what eggs are you refusing to fry today? Who is calling you? Who is texting you? Who is reaching out for a moment of your time and you keep saying, not now, I'll do it later? Who do you need to forgive? Who do you need to love a little harder? Who do you need to be there for before it's too late? Tomorrow is never guaranteed. We only have now. So whatever eggs you need to fry today, please, for the love of everything, do it before it's too late. Thanks for listening.